This is T.Y. Jackson.
United States Women's Champion Chelsea Green.
How you doing, people?
And I love pro wrestling.
I love pro wrestling.
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome to the Brunch Gimmick. I am Lawrence Kurtze. We are live. Another big week in wrestling, as yesterday was AEW Wrestle Dream.
Hi, I'm Maxine Dupree.
And I'm Otis.
Hi, I'm the sweetest pea, Christara.
Mars, the specialist.
And I love wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
And we
love wrestling.
Bottoms up, brains on. Welcome to Quizplex here on Love Wrestling, your pro wrestling trivia charity show. My name is Zach Ralph. I will be your host.
This is God's gift to wrestling, Michael Richard Blaze.
We are the Usos.
This is Rachel Ellering.
And we love wrestling.
And I love
And I love pro wrestling.
Hello, love wrestling. It is Thursday night. It is 8 p.m. And you all know what that means.
Well, you better know by now. It's episode 235 of this thing.
I guarantee you there's like an 85% chance that's not an accurate number.
Hi, this is Shaz McKenzie.
This is Big Bad Boris.
This is the Rhinestone Cowboy, Stephen Crow.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
If you're here, thanks for being here. It's For Exposure, Love Wrestling's independent weekend podcast where we break down all the best happenings on the world of the independent wrestling side.
I'm Penta. I'm wrestling. And what?
I'm the alternative Anthony Green.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
And I love wrestling. I love wrestling. And you know what? Pentacero.
That's called scatting, kids. It is 8 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It is time for a excitingly fun, I hope, episode of Saturday Night Love. My name is Big Bad Boris.
I'm Big Ben Ortmans.
Hi, this is Smiley Kylie Ray.
I'm Yaskai.
And I love wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
Of course.
Hello, love wrestling. It's Thursday night. It's 8 p.m. And you know what that means. It's another new episode of Between Two Beards.
Can we start off with the biggest news of the week? The Rats lost!
If you've got the budget, I've got the time.
There he is.
Hey, boss!
There's the boss.
Hey!
The man with the finest beard on this screen.
Canadian men, boys, shut the hell up. Let me talk.
You see, the Rads are resourceful. When I got beef with somebody, I can find a way to talk to them.
Hello, love wrestling. It is Thursday night. It is 8 p.m. And it's a monumental. You know what that means this evening.
At least 85% monumental. You know what that means.
Potentially.
We're going to run with it. Why don't you tell them what it means? But we're going to just call it the official.
Tonight is a brand new episode of Between Two Beards. It is the 250th episode of Between Two Beards. So a big
and all them haters that said I wasn't going to make it and I wasn't going to accomplish nothing. Look at me now. Look at me now.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro. Look at all my nice things.
All those teachers and principals and people that told me I'd amount to nothing.
250.
Look at me now, baby.
Yeah.
Look at me now.
Mrs. Smith, where's your 250 episodes between two years?
Sister Julie.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk trash about a woman of God, but Sister Julie, you don't think I remember what you told me? Please. Where are you? Where are you now? Not here. Not here.
All them office ladies that looked at me weird when I was sitting there in trouble.
Please.
Look at us. Look at us. You can't touch this.
No.
I hope y'all see this.
No. I'm wearing, look at this.
Hell yeah. Lou, he knew.
I brought out the big guns.
He understood the vision.
250. Look at this shirt.
I got LA Star. I got a Clippers hoodie.
Look at this shirt.
That's awesome. I'm jealous. I want that. I want somebody to make that style shirt.
I could sell these, I think.
With your face on. I want one that says JPJ. It just has.
Yeah, that'll be cool the first 2 minutes you open it, and then you'll be like, what am I going to do with this?
Wear it everywhere. But let's listen. We gotta get to these. Kyle's in the house saying congratulations on 250. Kyle Too Sweet of the OTM Podcast Main Event Network. You know that guy. Fernando's in the house saying happy birthday. And Turnbuckle Studios up in here saying,
hell yeah.
Wanted to say quick congratulations to us. Much love. Without Carl early on in the game, giving us advice and working with us, who knows where we'd be. We might not have hit 250. Who knows? The boss is here to make sure that we didn't blow the budget too hard. Don't worry, Spenny. I didn't buy any pyro. I didn't have. We don't have a lot of fireworks stands in February where I'm from.
True, it's too cold.
It's too cold. Scott's in the house saying evening. Did I miss anybody? We got lots of people. If you're in the chat, drop your thoughts on anything and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
listen, 250. Listen, that's right. Look at me now, haters.
Yeah. Hey, man. Look at. And I think we're a couple months away from what's officially going to be our 5-year.
Yeah.
Anniversary of doing this thing as well.
Yeah, right around after WrestleMania.
It's I'm sure we could go back and see.
It's Backlash.
Backlash, somewhere around when Backlash will be happening or somewhere around there.
Yeah, something
so that's the official
So we just stay celebrating.
We've been doing this for a hot minute, man.
Yeah, we just
it's been a lot of fun. We've always had a good group that comes here every Thursday and hangs out with us in the chat. We've made a lot of friends that are regular guests of our show. We've made a lot of friends along the way who have become regular guests of our show. I obviously wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. I know you can't wait to get rid of me, probably. This angry fuck. This angry fuck that I got to deal with every week. No, but I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. It's been a good ride, man. Ride stopping anytime soon, but
let's hope not. But I mean, that's up to
I do
you.
a lot of I do a lot of content, and I know you do too, and I know we're proud of all our content. But this is
what started it all. Really, well, not started it all, but this is. I was thinking a lot about this today because obviously 250 is big. I put out a little message earlier too, maybe to people that weren't going to see this, but I think we all had stuff or tried stuff, and it never, this thing has gone, like you said, almost 5 years, right? We've never missed a week, whether it was holidays, anything. One of us was always here, and if we had to move days, everybody moved with us, and we've only done that a handful of times. We pride ourselves on being here every Thursday for you guys, and like you said, it's people have come and gone, and it's rare that you find somebody, that you can do this for 5 years. And listen, it's not always easy, right? Brothers, sometimes things, but for the most part, 98% of the time, everything is we're always aligned in vision. I think the only thing we ever fight about is Paul O'Neill being a Hall of Famer, but
he's not.
That's neither here nor there. We've only had a couple of spats on air. I think that was one of them. There was a couple others, but generally speaking, we're always here. We're going to keep doing this thing. I hope we keep doing this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Jordan and Pippen of Wrestling podcast.
Now time out.
I don't want. Listen, Jordan wasn't shit without Pippen. I'll tell you that.
I agree. But there is a vast difference.
You can be the Jordan. You can be the Jordan.
But I don't even want it should be Jordan and Jordan. Well, I would rather be Kobe and Shaq, if I'm being honest with you.
Well, which one are you?
Because I got no problem being Big Diesel down in the dirt, doing the dirty work, and then you're the Flash. You know, you're.
Oh,
you know,
yeah. I guess
you're hitting the jumpers. You're hitting the
sense.
jumpers, and you're the
But yeah, like is it 250 of these officially? Like we've done probably close to.
Well, we've had specials.
Well, I'm saying
we didn't do the numbers, So
I'm saying like it's kind of crazy now, like that we've gotten to this point. But early on in our Between Two Beards lives, we were pretty much attached at the hip. And if anybody asked us on, they asked us on together. They still do, but we're starting to do various other projects that are solo projects as well. But like you said, you can always come home. You're Tom Petty and I'm Tom Petty, and together we're the Heartbreakers. But yes, I am known for my sharp shooting.
Yeah,
I used to be a shooter, but yeah. So here we are, 250. It was a crazy week at wrestling. What we'd love to do, if you're in the chat, drop your favorite guests, your favorite moments. Anything, reminisce, if you want to do that. If you want to talk about all the times that we made Spencer Love probably cry and he didn't tell us about it, you do that too. He was very instrumental early on, like we've said a few thousand times on this show, on just letting us be us and understanding that, like, yes, we're part of it's his house, but he's letting us pretty much do what we want around here for the most part, which has always been nice. So, like, if we ever had shows that weren't wrestling centric, he never shut it down. He trusted the vision, and because of that, we got to do some pretty awesome things. So shout out to Spencer, Zach, everybody at Love Wrestling for letting us do it for 250 of these things.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it made our lives a lot easier, knowing that we had the trust of the people running the show. Like, we never really had to check in and be like, hey, we want to do this or we want to do that. It was always like, hey, like, we trust that you're gonna. Early on, if it was something that was going to be a little bit outside of the box, we'd be like, hey, we're thinking about doing this, but it was always a, yeah, all right, go ahead. And then I think we got to a point where we eventually just stopped asking because, like, we knew we were all right, and we knew we were never going to really do anything that was going to put Love Wrestling in a bad spot, even though we would get a little outrageous with some of the things we did and things we do. And, it's kind of rounded out to be this. The
only tough spot we ever put Love Wrestling was Spencer Love's wallet. Still ain't feel bad about that. But,
but it's true. That's what we're, well, Scott's saying Kimmy's
Kimmy.
the best guest.
Kimmy's big star now. I don't know if she has time for us little guys no more.
I don't think so.
But yeah, into that vein too, like, you see it across all, like, I've started things in the time that this show has started that I said I'm going to do, and I can't keep up with this pace that we've set. So people come and go, and podcasts come and go, but it's awesome that we're still here. We come here because you guys, like Ryan in the chat saying, Pluggo should be fired. Yeah, fired. I should have been a couple of times.
For
I'm not. I don't know.
The budget stuff.
Ryan, if you could find any instance that I should have been fired, please bring it to my attention.
Well, let's say you did at one point antagonize about half of the LPW roster.
Yeah.
To the point where we went almost a straight year getting tortured by various people of the roster.
That was on them for being them.
I'm not going to say it was all your fault, but of the two of us,
they liked you more than me.
They didn't have a problem. None of them had a problem with me.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm still getting yelled at by half
now,
of the LPW.
I always told them, like, hey, listen, I'm with him. If we go down, like, I got no problem with you guys, but I'm scrapping with him. So if it came down to it, we're against each other.
We are Doc in the house.
We are Doc in the chat.
We got to get you back on, man.
It's
been too long.
You are part of us in our history, plenty.
And that was all. And then he's joking. We would love to. You're not. It's not a fireable offense. That is one of the things that we've loved about doing this is that we have guests that we can rotate through, and we have people that want to come back on. Like, you can get a guest one time and it's awesome, but getting that people to come back on and be a part of your shtick is always. Hey, so he's not doing anything now. You come on if you want.
Yeah. No, but you're right. No, but you're right. You're right. That and it's it's just a good thing.
It's nice to know that people at least dig you and tolerate me. Like that makes me happy,
brother. It is the other way around. You trust me.
I'm happy.
Do you think people want? I mean, I'm known as the guy that they created a friggin' song for me, bro.
Yeah, people liked it.
I mean, I would think early on the Paul O'Neill rant. Was that 7 minutes? It's somewhere on the interwebs. 7 minutes of me.
I'd have to dig for it because it was so long ago. But it is out there, and we had to cut it down. And we had to pay for Twitter Premium just to air that clip in its entirety. Because Twitter was like, you only get 2.5 minutes, man, and we're like, this thing's like 7.5. So we sprang for. Kyle's asking if you want to go to SummerSlam with us. Are you buying?
I've thought about looking into that. I've thought about it, but
I don't. SummerSlam's it could be a possibility.
Minnesota.
I've never been to Minnesota. That's the home of one Chad Gable.
That is. SummerSlam was the first time that Pluggo and I met in person in Cleveland.
This is true.
Ohio.
Kyle has an Airbnb that sleeps up to 9. That is interesting.
I mean, that would work. That would definitely.
Only if I get to bunk with Kyle.
Wow, that's the deal breaker for you.
I mean, yeah, we could do like a bunk bed situation. You probably don't want to be bunking with us.
I need a solo room. Give me a solo room.
That's what I was going to say.
Nobody wants to be near me when I'm sleeping. I'm telling you right now. Nobody wants to be near me.
But yes, we definitely did do the first time we met in person was that SummerSlam.
Yes.
Which was pretty cool. It was pretty fun to meet you. I couldn't believe you were real. I'll say that.
Yeah, that was a good time. That was a good time we met for the first time. And then we did a lot of cool stuff that weekend as well. So it was kind of like a really great weekend. And again, I know people will dog on Cleveland. I kind of liked Cleveland. I thought that was like a good city for us. Like, even doing the non-wrestling stuff, just kind of hanging out and exploring the city. We went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and that was a cool.
Yeah, I still get emails from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, do you?
Tell me about like Paul McCartney's coming, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
But
so
that was pretty dope. Yeah, we did that. We did Top Golf. That infamous Top Golf was there. Yeah. Like, and the thing with that though is like when we met, that was 3 years into this thing, because that was 2023, and like everybody up to that point was like, "You guys haven't met yet," and I'm like, "No."
Yeah,
it's just how it happened. Just two random kids kids, I guess is a strong term. We're old men at this point, from different walks of life that met up.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, imagine if we would have figured this out like 15 years ago. Maybe, who knows?
We'd be rich. Stop it, Fernando. Stop it. Stop it.
James Harden don't win.
James. Again, April's going to happen, and James Harden's going to stop playing basketball like he does every
the last game of the year, last game. James, he'll struggle.
Yeah,
he'll struggle for sure.
I don't think it matters who comes out of the East. I don't think it matters one bit, because the champion will be coming out of the West. I say that with confidence.
Even with your Boston Celtics.
Listen. The Celtics are a lot better than everybody thought they would be. Jaylen Brown is a legitimate MVP candidate. And
Kyle,
they're going to potentially be having Jason Tatum return for the playoff stretch. Even if he gives you 20 minutes a night. Even if he does that, it's good. Jason Tatum coming off the bench. I mean, I think the Celtics have as good a chance as anybody to come out of the East. But I think even if they do, they're not a championship team. I don't think they have a championship roster. Like, I don't think they can beat OKC. I don't think they can beat San Antonio. Those are really the only two teams I care about out West. Is there another team we should be? Yeah. Those seem like the two.
Those are about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Like
I think Kyle said he bought 2K, and He's lost his touch. Come run with me, Kyle. Come friend me up, man. We'll run the city together. I was just playing. I haven't been playing 2K as much as I was for the last couple weeks. I've had a lot of things going on, but I still throw down a few. I get back after it, get my guy leveled up. I got dominated today, and some kid was like, "You suck," and I was like, "Yeah, calm down."
2K is only $20.
Hey, get in on it. Let's squad up, dude.
I'll squad up. I usually buy 2K every year, but I just didn't this year.
We'll squad up. We'll run the wreck. My 95 overall, 6'11".
You got a 95, yeah, but see, I'm gonna have to start off shitty, and then it's gonna take
I'll help you
time
out.
to build up, and I'm like, oh.
I know.
And I'm not paying extra money because I ain't one of those people. I earn my shit.
Yeah, Kyle, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. We'll squad up. I got a crew that nobody's joined. I got it all because, Kyle's a 65. Hey, buddy, we all start somewhere.
What position are you, Pluggo?
Center.
You're a center. Kyle, what position is your guy? Because I'm probably gonna have to be power forward.
I went
Yes, a Garnett-like figure.
I went center because you can
white.
Because everybody wants to play the wing, so I was like, I'll be a dominant big man, and I can get some assists, and I can get some.
Kyle's the point guard.
All right, Kyle, you feed me.
I'd be the power forward.
I like to get assists and rebounds more than points. I like to go
See, that's my all right. So here's my problem with NBA. Right, I like the city thing, but there's not. I need more individual things to do. Like if I just want to play as my guy.
Yeah.
In my career mode, and I don't want to play with other people, but I want to be in the city doing training at the Gatorade thing. They have the career mode. I just need more shit.
They got the Street Kings thing where you can do that, and there's some modes. But
yeah, I just need because my thing is I am the type of player that I do the dirty work. I like to get rebounds. I like to get some nice assists, but I want to score here or there. But I feel like every time I play with other people, everybody's just like. No, I'm just gonna fucking take this 3 and do that, and I'm like, all right, well,
yeah,
cool, all right, there's other people on the team, dickhead, and then I get upset.
That's exactly.
And I'm like, all right, well, nobody has respect for the people that want to play fundamental basketball. You got to play the fundamentals, Pluggo.
No, I hear you. I'm that way.
All of them, drive and kick, pick and roll. Let's get it done, all right?
Drive and kick, pick and roll. That's right. Outlet passes. I'm with you.
Jericho, Fernando.
Jericho's in the box.
Jericho's in the box.
Can we talk about the box?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the box. What
talk about the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box? Come on, guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, first of all, if it's a wrestler...
I think we just got a raid on Twitch.
Oh, shit. Aiden and Shop. Plug up. Aiden, what's up, brother? Hey, thanks, everybody, for popping in. It's our 250th episode. If you're here, we're talking wrestling. We're about to talk Monday Night Raw. We're about to talk whatever you want. Thank you for... Who gave us the raid? I'd have to go...
Hold on. I have to look on the Twitch.
You look on the Twitch.
Thank you. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for popping in. We appreciate that. It's a Wheezy raid.
Wheezy, thank you, Wheezy.
With the raid.
Thank you so much. One of our many guests in our 250 episodes. Yes. One of our favorites. Thank you, Wheezy.
Yes.
Much
thank
appreciated.
You so much for the raid.
Makes
everyone welcome in. It is the 250th episode.
We were just about to crack the case of
We're about to crack the code of what's in the box in WWE. What's in the box, guys? What do we think is in the box?
Listen, I said this the other day. If it is an actual wrestler, that is just malpractice to leave a wrestler in a box for 2 weeks. That is dangerous.
And they're going to put it on the truck. They're going to put it on the trucks and travel with it.
You better.
It's there now. Yeah. It's not like it's,
Well, yeah.
They got to bring it with them because they can't open it until next week.
Said send that to Aldis.
Who's it going to be?
Hey, listen, I don't know, man. All I know is if it's a wrestler.
It is a wrestler.
Danhausen. Is it Danhausen? He'd be in a box. He'd be hanging out.
Danhausen, you think?
Couple of weeks. I saw Danhausen get through. whatever was in the golden egg, that's what it is. I like that.
That's fair.
I just hope whoever is in the box is getting fed. I hope they poke some holes in that thing. I hope that there's, they let it out.
What's up, Jay? Welcome in, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out on our
hang out. We're
big time stuff.
Yeah, we haven't even really dove into the wrestling of the week, but
we kind of reminisced for a little bit.
Yeah. But let us know in the chat.
Brian Kendrick with a singing talent.
The Brian Kendrick. That'd be
okay. If it's not a wrestler, let's just say it's not a debut.
They're bringing the gobbledygook.
It's not a debut. What could it be? The Raw, like the anonymous GM? Maybe Pierce is getting fired.
He is the anonymous GM is in the new game.
But so like, is it
in
maybe,
the new game?
Is it some kind of like prop that we're not? Is it a new match type?
Aiden is saying it's 100% an American Wheatley vodka. It could be. It could be.
Cinnamon. Is it Sting? Last time they did the box.
No, I don't. That's one thing I don't think it's definitely going to. I don't think it's going to be Sting.
Remember when they did Sting and they were like, ah.
Yeah.
But I didn't appreciate though how Pierce listen, I can't handle the surprises. I need to know. So for Pierce to just be like, I don't even care, send it to Aldis. What if it's the golden ticket, you moron?
Yeah.
And then Aldis opens it up and he's like, hey, it's $10 million. Adam Pierce, it's the Mad Dog 2020. But that was a Mad Dog 2020 ad in the middle of that ring the other night, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And I was just like, high school.
Yeah.
Mad Dog 2020, for those that don't know, is the alcohol that you can only afford when you're, not supposed to be drinking. When you're underage, which we don't condone here, that is the only alcohol that you can afford. That and Boone's Farm.
I've had Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm will give you the gnarliest headache, my guy.
Well, because it's like wine.
Yeah,
but it's like dirt cheap.
It's like $2.99 and it's like this big.
Yeah, like that, and it's like you can get multiple flavors. You can get whatever you want in Boone's Farm.
Mark's got me, man. It's Andy Samberg just Timberlake told us what to listen. That's a big box. That's all I'm gonna say.
No.
That's a big box.
I mean,
the case. Whoever's in that box, good for you. Good for you.
In all seriousness, if I had to ask you, in all seriousness,
yes,
It's Jericho.
Jericho is not. Is he that corny to be in a box? What do you? That's my only thing that I'm stuck on. It's like if this is a wrestler debut, don't open till the 20th. They're opening it at the Chamber then.
Yeah. What if it's just the jacket?
So if it's just the jacket, then I guess that's the thing. That Boone's Farm, the poor man's wine, but it was.
Listen, good. I love a good box wine.
Somebody's saying Omos, maybe.
Omos. That box did not look big enough to be housing Omos.
I'm curious as to what wrestler is like, this is my move. And if it's Jericho, I feel like Jericho is more creative. Maybe there's more things coming. Maybe it's not just a one buy. Like maybe there's
Does somebody try to open it early? Because you're talking the 28th. We still have SmackDown tomorrow, and then all of next week's television.
Two more. A SmackDown, a Raw, SmackDown Chamber.
Yes.
Who on the roster would be the masked man? Our Truth would want to be the one to open it, right? He'd be like, I gotta open this box.
Maybe
by accident.
Could be.
I have this stinking feeling we're not gonna be overly excited about it.
No.
We're gonna be like, wait a minute, this big reveal.
Could it be another Grande Americana?
How many of those do we need?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who could it be?
Maybe it's a leg lamp. It's a major award.
Doc, that's what I said. I said, could it be Gobbledygooker? Could they be bringing the Gobbledygooker back?
Or is it 2K related? Great shout there. Is it because the game's coming out?
Yeah, they had a big media thing today. We saw a lot of our friends on the red carpet and doing some cool stuff. I'm sure we'll see those videos flowing here over the next few days or so.
it's smart on them for doing that though, because now we're all like, what's in this box, and we're all shitting. TikTok wouldn't even play they put my video under review about what's in the box because I said it. The anticipation is killing me, and they
were like, well, we can't have you spoiling anything, bro.
Yeah, because I can't. I'm not kidding. Like I hate surprises. I hate them.
So this masked man thing must be killing you.
Yeah. Because I want to know.
It's not killing you because you don't give a shit. You don't give a shit. Nobody gives a shit about this.
Well,
not that that's obviously, but you know what I mean.
The only reason I care, but I don't like. I'm just like we just saw one. We haven't seen a giant box on TV in a while.
Yeah, it's a new one.
So another masked man in the box. My thing. If the masked man thing, the only thing that pisses me off about it is, you know how I feel about Scrap Daddy. You know how I feel about Adam Pearce.
Yeah.
He's not even pretending like he gives a shit who this masked man is. So he's like when it was Austin Theory, he didn't even care. He's just like, suck it, Logan Paul. And it's like, dude, that means you're working with this masked man.
Well, I don't know about that.
Or maybe you're a masked man and there's another masked man. Maybe there's a bunch of maybe you're running a masked man.
There's a lot of speculation about who it could be.
Who is it, Seth?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Seth's been making the rounds lately.
He has?
Well, why don't we bring on Doc, who said he was available to hang for a little bit, and see what he thinks. And then Auntie's in the house. What's up? You're our fave, Auntie. Hey, Doc, how are you, bud?
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
We are good. How are you, pal? It's been a little bit. How we doing?
Hanging in there. I have no more idea of what's in the box than you do.
I thought you were going to come with something profound. Let us know.
My first guess was the big dumb egg from that Netflix movie with The Rock.
It's fair. That's fair. Do you have any idea who the masked man is?
No, I'm actually genuinely a little stumped on that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. We have people. Scott in the chat says he thinks it's Grayson Waller. So he's saying. I saw a little chatter that it was Grayson Waller on Twitter during Raw on Monday.
What's up with the all of a sudden we're just mystery? We're just a Scooby-Doo episode now at WWE. Like everything's a big in the box. Who's the masked man?
Those WrestleMania tickets aren't going to sell themselves.
Yeah, that's true. Add some intrigue.
Yeah, I saw the reports that they're struggling to sell some WrestleMania tickets, but there hasn't really been anything outside of Punk and Roman announced.
And they're not lower, and apparently they're not going to lower prices to try and sell out. They're just hoping it happens.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, well, it's look, there's a lot of things that go into it. I don't think the booking has been that exciting for the last 5-6 months or so. The prices are just extraordinarily expensive for.
Yeah.
The reason why these shows sell out year after year is because it's usually a family will make a trip of it, or friends will make a trip of it, or all these things. It's mainly, I don't want to generalize it, but it's usually regular fans that make it, hey, let's go spend the weekend and go to WrestleMania and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And now for a lot of those people, when you look at the average prices at any level of the place, which is a huge, giant place, it is outrageous. It is outrageous. And
plus going somewhere back to back like that is tricky with these big events, right? Like when wrestling shows come to the Chamber, Chicago, I'm excited. I want to try to get to that thing. I want to go because it doesn't happen very often. Oh, well, if you're in Las Vegas area, you're like, well, we did it last year. Yeah. The absence makes the heart grow fonder, so you do need to rotate. I know Vegas paid out the butt for it, but I don't know. I don't have five. Like Auntie said, I could have got away with it too. One for those poor wrestling fans who couldn't afford $5,000 a ticket.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Does anyone else find it funny that they brag about the size of the gate? Like congratulations to us, we ripped you off the most this time.
Yeah, but do you notice
that's literally all it is?
Yeah, but do you notice though or at least I've noticed, is over the last few months, they've definitely pulled back on talking about that so much.
Well, they're not selling out shows like they were before.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So they threw that in our face week after week, pay-per-view after pay-per-view. This is the largest gate in the history of this city or this arena, blah, blah, blah.
32 straight sellouts or whatever it was for the couple of months where that was going on.
Yes. And now all of a sudden, these last couple months, they've been real quiet about that because I think it's finally caught up to them that it's like, hey, man, a lot of the people that sell out these arenas are not, celebrities or rich people that want to, it's regular people.
But they are, and I will say though too, they always seem to say this around this time, and then they figure it out. Like it is early too. We are a little early to be buying WrestleMania. Like it's there. I don't know what their goal is by. Like I'm sure they have metrics they want to hit before like month to month, but it's like it's still February. The thing's not for 2 months because it's at the end of April now.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll figure it out. But yeah, you gotta give me more than. And I'm excited for Punk and Roman. Don't get me wrong, but you gotta give me more than that. Like I know we have some ideas of what the matches will be, but that also helps sell your card. So if you're going, well, I don't know what we're doing yet. Well, and who knows who's in that box and who's the masked man? I don't know. We got to figure all that stuff out too.
Punk and Roman will be fun, but Roman is such a boring choice right now.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't been around, so his character means nothing. He just gets thrown right back into the main event for what his 10th WrestleMania main event or whatever this will be. Like,
yeah.
They really need to start building up some more people so it's not the same 5 people carrying every main event anymore.
Yeah. And
they had a huge chance to take a big risk and put over somebody like an Oba Femi in the Royal Rumble and just didn't.
Yep. Yep.
Not enough adversity.
Well, and I wanted to talk about Oba Femi tonight. I want to talk about him and Trick Williams tonight because Javon as well. But I feel like specifically with Oba and Trick and the receptions they've been getting on SmackDown, we've seen WWE kind of like, I look at Braun Breaker, whatever, there's a lot of things about that, but it felt like Braun Breaker was like unquestionably the next guy that was going to be a main eventer. And then over the span of a few months, they were like, no, we're going to make it clear that like, it's going to be a little bit more time for him instead of just doing it. You know what I mean? And it rubbed me the wrong way, but I feel like with the reactions that Oba Femi and Trick Williams are getting, I feel like they're going to get to a point where it's like, you can't, like, it's going to be undeniable. Like you can't avoid this. Like they need to be in the main event picture winning championships sooner than later. But are you going to stick to no, we're going to stick to Cody and Drew and Roman and in
that Fatal 4-Way, I actually thought they might go with Trick just to put him in a main event, even though he would probably lose the title match afterwards. Like it just felt like it would be a good time to test him like that, but no.
And then, like, I think about the Elimination Chamber, and I actually thought what they did at the end of Raw was great. I thought it was a great decision. I loved how Dragon Lee came back and screwed Gunther. I'm very excited for that match that is probably going to happen on Raw. It's going to be great. But, like, I'm also excited that they put over Javon, and they put Javon in the Chamber. Like, yes, is he going to win the Chamber? No. But
he's going to jump off it.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, he is.
Of course, but that to me, I was like, they need to do the right thing here and put Javon in there. But I thought there was a chance, and I love Gunther. But the safe choice in that match would have just been to have Gunther win that match. And I thought they were going to do that because that's what their booking has been for months and months now. But I actually thought they did the right thing. Then I don't know if there's any validity to the report, but I saw a report that somebody's going to return and take somebody out and take their spot in the Chamber. And I swear to God, if it's Javon's spot, I will lose my mind.
There's 2 spots open right now. So
Trick Williams should be the guy that makes it on SmackDown.
What is it? Cody, Javon. I'm blanking on the other 2.
LA Knight.
Yeah, that's right.
And Randy.
Yeah. Okay, so of the two open spots, the likely choice, maybe they take Randy's spot. Who would be returning though?
Well, the report was that it's Brock.
What's in the box? Is it Brock Lesnar? Is he in the box?
All right. So as of right now, again, these are just reports. So take them for what they are. Okay. But as of right now, the report is that Brock Lesnar's WrestleMania match is going to be LA Knight.
Yeah.
And then a report that I saw yesterday said that Brock Lesnar, as of right now, again, it's a report, as of right now is slated to compete at the Elimination Chamber, and he's going to take somebody out and replace them. That's all that I saw.
Yeah. And they did that, didn't they? Well, they didn't really do that last year per se. They just had Naomi get taken out, but they didn't replace her with anything.
Yeah.
Just took her out.
They've done that a few times, and in the Rumble too.
The other, what does that say? Athena is minion, as minion said, generally over Brock Lesnar, even without the controversy. Yes. In the sense of does he need to be in this chamber? That's the thing. He doesn't need that spot. They wouldn't need to do that spot because he doesn't need that. He could just say, hey, I want to fight whoever at Mania and just do it that way. But I guess we were trying to tell a story with Brock Lesnar. Oh, Brock is it Brock announced for Raw? I don't know. Maybe. And then, yeah, and then I did hear what Kevin Nash said about Javon Evans.
I did not. Can you say that? I did not.
He essentially said, and I'm paraphrasing because I'm not 100%. I can't remember off the. He basically said Javon Evans is not urban enough for him. He's too Mr. Bojangles, is what he said. He would like more edge to Javon in the sense that he's not urban enough, is what. And he even Kevin Nash prefaces it by saying, "I'm a 66-year-old man. This is my trying to." Yeah, it wasn't a good take.
Okay. All right. Well,
does Javon need another layer to him? 100%. But does he have to be more urban?
But does he need another layer to him right now? His whole shtick is that he's this 21-year-old kid that his whole shtick is that I don't think he needs that edge to him.
He's bouncing.
Yes, I think you build to him getting that edge with that character. I feel like that's the way you do it with him. I don't know, but I think Trick Williams is in the match that's on tomorrow night SmackDown. And I think Trick Williams should win that match and be in the chamber as well.
Do you know who he's in it with? I haven't looked it up.
I'm trying to look it up right now.
I will give WWE credit while he looks that up. I will say that they've at least stacked these matches with that Sammy, Cody, Fatu.
That was
all three of them.
Main event
all
match.
Three of them should have been in the chamber. But they're putting in the qualifier, so I will give them that kind of credit that they're at least stacking these things up and putting some names in there. But I'm seeing a lot of people Cody better not win this thing. It better not be Cody and Drew again.
Cody and Drew.
At WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania. Well, I think it's going to be a multi-person match.
Scott's saying Mello and Damian Priest.
All right, that's what it is. Yeah, so it's Carmelo Hayes, Damian Priest, and Trick Williams. Now, again, I think the safe booking would be Damian Priest winning that match. It wouldn't shock me if he did.
Yeah.
And I don't dislike Damian Priest, but Trick Williams should win that match.
You got
and he should be in the chamber.
Yeah, Melo's killing it with the U.S. title stuff. He doesn't need the chamber right now.
Yeah.
I mean, every week that guy is stealing the show with these US title matches.
Absolutely. And I just feel like it should be Trick Williams. And again, another one. He's not going to win the chamber match.
Who's the Monday night qualifier?
It's Bronson Reed.
He might make it in.
I wouldn't hate that.
Well, I'm trying to think of if you get Trick and Javon, and then give me one more young guy. You got the Cody, You know, you got the older guard on the one side, and then you got the young upstarts on the other. That would be kind of a nice mix.
He may not be young, but what about Royce Keys?
Wouldn't hate that at all either.
Has anybody come out and have figured out how old he is officially yet?
He's 41.
Is he?
Yeah.
What did he say he was?
I don't know how the whole him being 35 thing started. I don't think that was anything he ever claimed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think maybe somebody somewhere just reported something wrong, but
damn, he looks good for 41. Holy shit. I need to get on the
honestly, I thought he was younger than Ricky Starks when they were in a tag team together.
Yeah.
I thought he was the young gun and Ricky was the veteran, and it turns out Royce is the one who's going to be applying for AARP sooner.
And that's why Royce is going to be on the main roster. Ricky's still in NXT with them young guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Monday one is Bronson Reed, the original Grande Americana.
Okay.
And Jey Uso.
It's going to be Jey Uso.
Yeah, of course.
Just know it's going to be.
But again, he's tag team champions. He shouldn't be. It should be.
Jimmy
yeah,
said
it should be Grande Americano, the fake one, costing Gable the match to kickstart their feud again.
Who?
Sorry, the original Grande.
Thank you. I haven't seen Chad Gable on my TV screen since he was at that baseball game.
Oh man!
Remember when he was at that baseball game and gave away who he was? He was He was at a baseball game.
As Grande Americano?
Well, no, he was Chad Gable. He was at it was early in his Grande Americano days, and they were interviewing him, and he goes, "Yeah, I have a ton of fun playing Grande Americano," and it's like, oh, and he knew, like, whoops.
Yeah. Yeah.
As if it was a mystery that
right.
Well, I don't know what you guys are talking about. We've seen them together on the same screen. I mean, I don't know what more do you have to see?
This is Elias and Elijah all over again.
Kevin Owens made that segment enjoyable.
Oh, it would not have worked without Kevin Owens.
No, Kevin Owens saved that.
Like he literally can make anything work. Like I'm convinced that you could give that guy the worst ideas you've ever had, and somehow he would make them entertaining.
Yeah.
That guy is special. Yeah, I miss him so much. Like, I can't wait for him to be back because
maybe
he is sorely missed.
No, I would
honestly, it would be the most surprising thing for it to be Kevin, and that's almost why I would like it to happen.
Yeah,
because it would be such a non-Kevin Owens thing to do. You know.
Yeah. All right. Well, Dustin asked in the chat, any predictions on what the AJ Styles thing on Monday will be? That kind of came out of nowhere. That they were like, "Oh, we're having a tribute to AJ Styles next week." It's like, "Oh, all right."
Yeah.
And then now everyone's like, "All right, well
they are."
I guess he's not leaving. I guess he's not leaving.
Well, I mean, is his contract technically up?
That was so I did actually see. Shout out to Grainmaker Wrestling Pod before I make my point. He says it gives him Owen Hart Blue Blazer vibes. Yeah, these Mr. Captain America, all that kind of stuff. I did see that they had said that his contract is up and they were working on a new deal as of this week, but they hadn't come to, or they were trying to. I don't know. I wish they would make that,
but he lost his retirement match. So what do you?
Right. So does he show up on Monday to this tribute thing, or Gunther's going to ruin it for sure? Is it just going to be a video package? Like, how do you have an AJ Styles tribute without AJ Styles there?
Yeah, I'm saying. I think he's got to be there.
And they were already teasing him and Santana fighting in TNA.
Yeah. Well, we've learned that he can go to TNA, and that's nothing to do with WWE. I mean, I know they're in a partnership together, but we've seen, like WWE lets the Cora Jade go, and then she shows up in TNA. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does that intrigue you? An AJ Styles run at other companies to finish out his career, or do you want him to just be done as he was at the Rumble?
I mean, I know that there's a handful of matches in AEW that I would enjoy seeing, I know that there's a lot of people who'd like to see him go back to New Japan for maybe a couple of matches or even just one.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm fine with whatever he decides to do. Styles has been around long enough. He's earned the right to go out on his terms. So
Yeah.
if he is done, I'm not going to be like sad about it. But if he does decide to keep wrestling, I'll watch.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, are we not? Are we not going to?
No, Spencer. Yeah, the same way a funeral is a tribute without the person there. That's just sad.
That is.
Wrestling tributes, like I want to. Then Spencer, I would like a tribute in my honor at the next LPW show. LPW a tribute to Pluggo, and I just won't be there, like a funeral. That's sad. I don't want that. Ugh.
Who would want that?
But yeah, AJ Styles, he didn't put the gloves down at Saudi, so it felt like there was more left. And then, like you said, like the whole thing was weird, where they like said it was for his career, but then they said it was his WWE career, and then they're doing this tribute on Monday. I still think there's stuff left if he wanted to do some things. It was kind of an abrupt 2026, January. What's that? January 31st or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Maybe he'll show up on Monday. Maybe Gunther will choke out Dragon Lee as part of the tribute.
Oh, it's got to be. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, it's got to be something like that, right? It's got to be something like that. Because I'm trying to think. I'm like, all right, what's Gunther gonna do at WrestleMania?
And who's running this tribute? Who's emceeing this thing? Michael Cole?
Yeah,
he's not even on Monday
Michael Cole or Adam Pearce. Yeah, he is.
Is he? I thought he was on Fridays. I never paid attention.
Not anymore. Tessator and Wade Barrett.
I don't pay that close attention to the
Michael. You don't know Michael Cole's there?
No, I know, but I don't pay attention to who's running commentary. I'm focused on the action.
They've swapped so many people over the last few years too that it's hard to keep track of who's where.
Unless it's McAfee, I'm just like, oh, okay.
Well, McAfee should be coming back soon.
Maybe McAfee's in the box. Maybe he's in the box.
So, speaking of announcers, what do you guys think of the whole Booker T getting worst announcers?
Yeah, man. I like it.
Listen, the only two reasons I liked Booker T on commentary were Trick Williams' entrance and the move that Stephanie Vaquer does. And they're not down there anymore. So,
He's got one thing that I like. There's literally only one thing he does that I enjoy hearing, and that's when he sings Joe Hendry's theme song.
That's pretty good.
He
gets
so freaking into it. I don't know how you can't like that little bit.
He was trying to dance on Tuesday night while they were talking about going to Houston, and he's like Houston, and he's like you can tell he's like you can tell he's got like old wrestler bot. He's like, this hurts, but I'm gonna and he's like this. I found it more interesting that Booker T said he didn't take any, or he didn't put any thought or consideration into winning that award, but yet spent like 10 minutes on his show talking about it. So you definitely thought about it.
Oh yeah,
listen,
that felt good to hear.
But listen, at the end of the day, being the worst announcer, at least during the game, you know what I mean? Like somebody's got to finish last here.
What makes me mad is Vic Joseph coming in like second place. Vic Joseph is good at his job. Yeah. He has to work with Booker T, and that's what brings him down.
It's kind of like JPJ and me. Like I bring JPJ down. Like that's how this goes. But no, poor Vic. It's like
Vic is awesome.
It's like guilt by association, man. Like the Booker T is too much.
Yeah,
it rubs off on Vic.
Yeah, Vic Joseph is really good. Like he's one of the best they got.
I will say Vic is a little generic in that like he does just kind of sound like a video game announcer, but he does a good job whenever he's got something to do. It's just sometimes he actually gives Booker T crap for his antics, which is pretty funny too.
Booker has a tendency every once in a while to absolutely misspeak and like butcher whatever he's doing every once in a great while. He has come a long way from when they first put him at commentary in NXT. He spent the first 18 months of that gig going, I don't know much about this young up and comer, but I like him. And Vic would be like,
Roxanne Perez, that was the only one he knew because he trained her.
Yeah, everyone else, and Vic's like, yeah, no, and then like Vic would have to rally the troops and be like, no, this is the accolades of this person that you just did no research on. So at least he knows them now. I mean, he's probably struggling because it is a whole new crop of NXT superstars now coming in. He's probably, who's the Vanity Project? I don't know who this is. But
every time I see those guys on TV, I post something on Blue Sky like, why are these children talking to blah, blah, like they literally just look like children compared to half the roster.
Oh, it's a young man's game out there on NXT these days.
Ricky Smokes.
Not only that, we're back into the NXT is on the CW, so we're also NASCAR season, and they keep playing those NASCAR ads, and I'm like, why do these drivers look 15?
Yeah.
Is it me getting older and I'm just like old, or does everything else feel younger? I'm like,
no,
what happened?
It's us getting older.
Dude, did you not watch like the last NFL draft? Like those look like kids, big muscly kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Fernando Mendoza who's coming out. He looks like, I'm like, what? This guy's 21.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened? I don't. Did I look like that back in the day? Like obviously not his build, but did I look young when I was? I felt like I looked like this, with a few less grayer hairs. But yeah, it's a young man's game, and Booker T's probably like, huh? And but hey, he won. He won an award.
Listen, he won an award. I mean, you should accept. Yeah.
If I win the worst anything, I would never shut up about
it. If this show won worst podcast, I would happily be like, listen.
We'd make
anybody else could have won worst podcast.
Listen, awards that are awarding the worst of anything are pretty stupid to begin with.
I agree.
But if you're going to accept one, you have to do what Halle Berry did when she won the Razzie, which she won the same year that she won the Oscar.
That's true.
She gave a full acceptance speech and acted like it was this huge honor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it was for Catwoman.
Yes. Yes.
That was not a good
movie. That was not.
If you're not gonna do what she did for that,
she won an Oscar for Catwoman.
No, she won an Oscar.
The Razzie.
Yeah, she won an Oscar for her movie she was in with Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, Monsters Ball.
Right.
Monsters Ball. She won the supporting actress.
And
so
then
she won that
same
one.
Year.
But the same year, she bombed with Catwoman. That movie stunk. Yeah, I don't know if it was Razzie worthy because there are a lot of movies that we never hear about that are garbage.
I think the investment versus how bad it was is why that movie.
Yeah, probably.
Because they spend all that. You spend all that money, you get Sharon Stone, and that's what you do with it.
Yeah. Because I know when I watch the Oscars, I'm like, I've never heard of any of these movies, and then the Razzies, I'm like, at least I've heard of those, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I watch bad movies. I guess I don't know.
Well, my thing is, and the one, and I love the Oscars. I watch the Oscars every year and all that stuff. Comedy has never rightfully been acknowledged at the Oscars. They don't acknowledge comedy,
not the way they used to.
Yeah, like you would always get the quirky comedy that would sneak in there, like Juno or Little Miss Sunshine, or you'd get that quirky comedy that would sneak in for like Best Picture, and you're like, oh, all right, cool.
Or Marissa Tomei wins for My Cousin Vinny, and you're like, all right, cool.
Yes. You'd be like, all right, you'd get that thrown in there, but like movies, like I think my thing is, are the movies Best Picture quality? No, but like I will say to the day I die, Vince Vaughn's performance in Wedding Crashers deserved a nomination at a major award show. That is one of the funniest and best performances I have ever seen in a movie, period. And they just don't acknowledge those type of movies, even in performance-based.
I mean, if we're going with ridiculous comedies, why did Terry Crews not win an Oscar for Idiocracy?
Yeah, it's another one. They just really don't appreciate.
Halle Berry was in Star Wars. Is that what Fernando's saying?
Wait, no, is she? No, that's not true.
Was she a stormtrooper in an Easter egg that I missed? Like,
maybe I missed the name there, Fernando. I was like, I never really paid that close. I didn't.
Halle Berry. What are we talking about? No,
we're
she wasn't
talking
in
about
Star Wars.
Maybe we're talking about somebody else.
she was in some space thing, but it was like a very grounded, current day thing.
The original
on Netflix,
Storm in the X-Men movies.
which she keeps claiming she's not in Doomsday.
Fair. That's all right. Whatever. You can get it.
Like, she's doing it so much that it makes you think she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where there's smoke, there's fire. All of a sudden you start seeing for me, bring it back to wrestling. All of a sudden Seth Rollins is everywhere. Maybe he's in that box. Maybe he's the masked man.
Could it be Seth Rollins in the box?
He's everywhere.
I mean,
everywhere.
What was the injury he supposedly got this time?
The shoulder. It was a shoulder thing, right?
Yeah, he did that.
He separated his shoulder.
He did that coast to coast flip thing and landed on his shoulder and had to have it it was separated. I think he had to have a little bit of surgery on it.
Well, if he actually had surgery, then I doubt it's him in the box.
Yeah.
I don't know if he just had to rest it or had surgery on it, but yeah.
I think it potentially could be Royce Keys.
Why would he be in a box?
I don't know. Why would anybody be in a box?
It is a little weird that they haven't really done anything with him since the Rumble.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they were trying to figure out how old he was. They're like, can we have you out there? How old are you, dude?
Is it okay for Michael Cole to call you a young man? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you say this up and comer or this young fella or whatever he wants to say?
What time do you eat dinner, Royce? And he's like 4:15. They're like, wait a minute.
How old are you?
How old are you really? Do you have a plastic cover on your couch at home?
Everybody's grandmothers had those.
Yeah. How old
that was a grandparent staple. Obafemi getting contract offers from both Raw and SmackDown. They're doing that bit with him. Yeah. He's already getting.
He snubs the ball, goes back to NXT.
Imagine.
This is beneath the ruler. I'm going back to beat up Joe Henry.
I feel like he should be getting the Brock Lesnar match at WrestleMania, not right.
I mean, they had the confrontation in the Rumble with him and Oba. It would make sense to build to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's what should be happening. But the rumors are that it's going to be Lesnar and LA Knight, which I think LA Knight is a guy that they need to decide what the hell he is. To me,
he's unchosen.
Come on, man. There's been multiple opportunities for that guy to be the guy.
Yeah.
Just do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Fine, but just do it. What are we waiting for? So I'm like, to me, I have no interest in the other guy anymore for obvious reasons. Clearly, but it's still a high-profile match to fight that guy. So that's a good spot for LA Knight to be in. But he's going to lose that match. He's not beating him. So what the hell? What's the point? I don't need to see that at all. So put Obafemi in there and have Obafemi go over and beat Brock, because that's what should happen. But you're going to have Brock and LA Knight for LA Knight to just lose a big match again at WrestleMania. I don't need to see that shit. I just don't. And that's why I don't really have interest in that, even though I like LA Knight.
And what's that build going to be? Just LA Knight talking and Brock just doesn't show up or say anything?
Who is asking for that as a matchup?
It almost feels like they just didn't know what they wanted to do with LA Knight. They're like, well, we've got Lesnar. Might as well throw them together. But LA Knight is such a weird case of he's so over with the crowd, but it does not feel like the company likes that he is that over.
Well, because they weren't the ones that did. He got kind of over on his own, and then all of a sudden.
Right. They're like, this guy got over after that pitch black Mountain Dew match.
The resilience on this guy.
Yeah. It's very, I just, there's been so many, he should have won Money in the Bank and they didn't do it. And then it's he should have won that, he didn't do it. And it's he's over like he's a main eventer. He's over like if he wins the world title, the crowd is going to pop very loudly. But they just they're just like, nah.
They got safer options. They got those 5 or 6 guys that they rotate through, and they just go, we got to keep it safe. They're afraid to take these massive swings, and like I never understood that in the sense of like if LA Knight, like you said, you strap him up, he wins the world title, and it just doesn't work out. Guess what? You write the show.
Know. Yeah,
you write the show. You could figure out a way to. It's not going to hurt anybody.
No. You put the title. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, they do so many baffling things. Like, how have you not put Ray Phoenix and Penta together yet?
Yes. Yes. You got
maybe that's maybe they don't want to be together at the moment. That could be. But
I mean, maybe, but it's like Phoenix has literally teamed up with every babyface except Penta. I swear to God.
Yeah. They just rotate in partners for Ray Phoenix, and Penta is in these like Penta is like semi-feuding with the Vision where he needs help and friends. It's like you have what?
Oh no, wait, didn't they have them work a tag match for AAA?
I think they had him, yeah, but it hasn't happened in WWE. But yes, they did a match in AAA.
Well, Penta's another one of those guys that they put a rocket ship to him, kind of. He's over with the crowd, and then he just hasn't won a match where it's like, why isn't he the Intercontinental Champion? Why, it's like, all right, like Dom is, and Dom's fine, but yeah, I don't know what they're thinking right there. Like, yeah, give me Ray Phoenix and Penta together and revitalize that tag division that was once your strong point is now a barren wasteland of like. There's a reason Jimmy Uso said, Jay, go ahead and go try to win the world title and go win the Elimination Chamber because we don't have any teams for you to fight right now.
Unbelievable.
Because Ciampa's gone. So Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, no more. The War Raiders just got squashed out. Otis and Tozawa just had their shot. I haven't seen the Motor City Machine Guns in God knows how long.
They're over on SmackDown. They show up backstage sometimes.
Yeah, they're hanging out and catering. Like, yeah, there's just no solid tag teams. So we have 2 sets of tag titles.
I mean, Ciampa's gone, so Gargano's by himself.
Yeah, swimming in pools and laying around, just waiting for something to do. And then, I don't know I just don't know what they're doing there. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't go, yeah, give me Penta and Phoenix together for a tag run. You got the New Day, you got the Usos, Penta. That'd be a hell of a WrestleMania triple threat match if you wanted to pull that off.
Throw the Street Profits in there. Like, where are those guys?
Yeah. That could be, I know they love multi-person matches. That'd be a great 4-way to get a bunch of tag teams on the card. And like, we would leave that WrestleMania night 1 going, holy shit, what a tag match.
Yeah, 100%.
Make it a ladder match. Why not?
Yeah, like they did at SummerSlam. Was it SummerSlam where they did the SmackDown one? And it was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went nuts.
Yeah, that was crazy good. And then all of a sudden they were like, we're good for we filled our quota on tag team wrestling for the year. We're just going to hang.
There was a period last year where SmackDown's tag team division was stealing the show every week.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. They were deep. And then now I don't know, like, outside of I don't know who's this? The MFTs. That's right. They're the SmackDown tag team champion.
Yes.
But they're always busy fighting with Solo, so they don't really have anything going on either.
Yep. It's true.
I find it so funny that Tonga Loa is now a 2-time champion, having not been involved in the match to win the titles both times.
Yeah.
The first time it was when Fatu was told to give him the title, and then Solo just handed him the title.
Yeah. Unbelievable. 2-time champ.
I mean,
work smarter, not harder.
That's right. We're all trying to do less for more, so
yeah,
I'll take it. Call me a tag champ all you want. Did you wrestle? No, it's fine. I still got the belt.
Yep.
They got. Well, go ahead.
Go finish your thought because I was gonna move over to the other company.
You move over because I was just gonna kind of circle that whole point home anyway.
Yeah. I was gonna say, speaking of wrestling, AEW.
Yeah.
That main event last night, boys. My God. Thing of beauty.
I think Kenny Omega might actually be dead.
A thing of beauty.
Whew.
That match was to end that show last night. And then you get the heel turn afterwards where Swerve snaps. He hangs Kenny Omega with the chain, gives him a vertebreaker through the announce table. My God. That whole show of Dynamite last night was awesome. AEW is in a real groove right now. I'm thoroughly enjoying the product. But that main event, the whole show, but that main event last night and the heat coming off the Swerve angle at the end of the show, that was some real good stuff. I loved it.
Yeah, and it followed on the Grand Slam Collision, which was a really good episode.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the Wednesday before with the 2 title changes, like this been just a good week for them. I like that Swerve's back to be just that dangerous, gritty.
I do too.
I love that Swerve. Like that's my favorite Swerve. Like I love Swerve, but when he is an asshole and he's a heel and he's cocky, it's my favorite. Because like I don't need you being friends with everybody. And Kenny, I thought Kenny was going to beat him. At one point, I thought Kenny. I was like, "We're going to get this Kenny redemption arc 20." Kenny's struggling, and I don't know that's. I think that's going to tell a bigger story down the line here, where he lost Andrade, lost the Swerve. He's got to bring it, but Swerve Strickland in the main event at Dynamite has just been can't miss TV. He had the Eli Knight match. I'm sorry, Kevin Knight. Sorry, Kevin Knight match. He had this one, and then I think he had one. Who was it? Andrade. Right? Yes. Yeah, those 3, and that was in the last 6 weeks. Whew.
But in that match and commentary, these guys over here, who I love the AEW commentary team, but Swerve clearly pulled Aubrey into that clearly.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. It was
and Danielson is sitting there going, I think that was just an accident. Yeah, Swerve, and they're acting like Swerve's this good guy. I'm like, what are you watching? He clearly was like, oh, my shoulders hurt. And come here. And she got wailed with the V-trigger, knocked unconscious. And commentary is just sitting there going, oh, Swerve didn't mean to do that. That was just an accident. I'm just like, what? I'm like, that is the start of he's going heel. They teased it last week in that promo. And then I'm like, that's happening. And then, towards the end of the match, he's trying to undo the rod on the turnbuckle there. I'm like, this guy is clearly doing whatever it takes. Aubrey did take that bump like a champ, Scott. You are correct. She got nailed.
Listen, Kenny shouldn't have slapped Swerve last week. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, it is what it is. But
you slapped me, so he's like, you slapped me, I'm going to try to beat you. I'm going to take you out.
Yeah, I just thought it was very funny how commentary was like, no, he didn't mean to. I was like, yeah, he definitely pulled her in.
We're starting to get Will Ospreay vignettes.
Yep.
So that means that's coming sooner than later.
Yep.
A heel Swerve, and then Ospreay comes back. Like, what are you doing, bruv? And then they have a match. Oh God, give it to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another thing I have to admit about AEW.
Uh-oh.
I think I love the way Mark Davis wrestles.
Oh, he's great.
I love him. That gut wrench pile driver. Oh my God. I
like how you say things like I have to admit something about AEW, and it's all these really awesome things.
Yeah.
You're not really going on much of a limb here.
I just think I love Mark Davis. Yeah. Dunkzilla, he's my guy. And again, this is another example of bad circumstance, because I really think that Davis and Doyle were going to, I thought that they were going to be tag champions, sooner than later type push that they were going to get. And I really liked what we saw in this short thing. Obviously Doyle gets hurt, which stinks, but they have Mark Davis out there.
I need to read more.
Yeah, Doyle tore his bicep, bro. He's out forever. And that match with FTR, they fought in the tag title match with FTR, and he tore it in that. But they've had Davis out there wrestling singles matches every week since. And I'm at the point now where every time he's there, I'm like, this guy could definitely get over as a singles guy if they want. Like, I just feel like he wrestles in a way that the crowd and myself appreciates.
Which that really makes me happy because it felt like he was going to get the short end of the stick when he returned from injury and Fletcher had already taken off as a singles guy.
Yeah.
And it was really clear, like, AEW is not going to go back to Aussie Open right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole storyline with Davis being quote unquote forced to be in the Don Callis family, thank God they ditched that because that was just dumb.
Yep.
Like,
agreed.
Just have him be the heel and be part of the group, and it's working too. Like,
be some muscle and just brawl.
Like him and you know what? Put him and Lance Archer together for a tag title run. Like, God, give Lance something to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's always there hanging out. Like last night he was just hanging out and
he's beating up more people backstage than he ever has in the ring in AEW.
I always thought it was a cool visual early on when he was beating some stagehand up on his way to the ring. I always dug
You would always
that.
see the guy just get tossed out of the thing first.
Yep.
And I was like, there's something to this guy. And they just don't know what to do with
he
it.
would just everybody dies, right? That was his thing.
Yeah, everybody dies.
When they did the New Japan US title match with him and Moxley and he beat Moxley, I was like, this is your chance to actually push this guy. And they just never followed up on it, and it felt like such a waste.
Yeah. Yeah.
AEW and a little bit of they have some of these kind of WWE-esque issues starting to crop up where they're starting to build some stuff and people underneath, but there's such a log jam at the top where it's like you might have to start pulling the trigger on some of these guys too. Because you're having, like you said, Mark Davis out of nowhere with a crazy good match, and you're just like, oh, you got Kyle Fletcher, who all of a sudden out of nowhere, one of the best on the roster, and it's just like, man, you guys got some good problems to have.
And Kevin Knight,
it's Kevin Knight
legitimately being one of the best wrestlers they have week in and week out.
Yep. And
100%.
again, last night he had a great match with Beast Mortos, which was fantastic. And yeah, Kevin Knight is incredible. Beast Mortos is also very good. You knew he wasn't going to win that match at all, but he was over with the crowd because he's spectacular.
I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Yeah. But Kevin Knight, that was a great match. That was a great match with Kevin Knight and Beast Mortos.
Yeah, it was a fast. I almost, again, I don't know. I had a long week, so I was struggling to get through it, but there was some good stuff. Not in a bad way from on their end. On my end, I was just like, man, I'm ready to go to bed. But it just kept hitting, and I was like, I got to keep watching.
Yeah.
That for the TBS championship match, I thought was really cool.
Yeah, the four-way was excellent.
I don't know who's going to beat Willow.
It needs to be Megan Bayne. They need to belt Megan Bayne up soon. I'm glad Willow won. I'm glad Willow retained. That was a great four-way. All four women looked excellent in that match. But
hey, Colb Sports Corner in the house saying amazing evening, amazing goats. Happy 250. Thanks, Cole.
Hey, thank you, Cole. Appreciate that.
I may or may not have yelled at him today at a local establishment that I work at.
You yelled at him.
I told him, Colb's my dude. I was like, you better be good. I told him he's with his wife, and I said, you better treat her right, man. She puts up with you. Don't make me or otherwise. Keeping him in line.
Sometimes you gotta.
Making sure he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. That's what my job is. But yeah, Megan Bayne. I don't know where the title comes. The TBS championship seems to make the most sense. I was pushing for Mega Bad to win on Saturday at Grand Slam.
I thought they should have.
Just because I thought it'd be this interesting way to get the belts off so Willow could focus more TBS, even though I love what Harley's doing. But maybe the women's world title picture, who Thunder Rosa's back.
Yep.
I'm so excited about that. You know how much I love Thunder Rosa, so she's back in the mix. Let's go.
That was gonna be the next thing I talked about, because we saw a backstage segment with Statlander and Thunder Rosa. Statlander said she was unable to compete, but she was looking to not wrestle. She was looking to fight. And then Thunder Rosa said, "Hey, you're not cleared to fight. Take this off. I've been watching. I don't like what I've been seeing. I am cleared to fight." And it looks like Thunder Rosa I think they're going to hotshot her right to a championship match with Tekla. Like, would that make sense if that's the Revolution match? Thunder Rosa getting hotshotted right there against Tekla for the title?
It would be a good, fresh match.
Yeah, it's different opponent. We haven't seen Thunder Rosa for a long time. Former AEW champion.
Yeah.
If Stat is unable to compete and can't wrestle, Thunder Rosa kind of stepping in. I think, there's enough time with Revolution being in the middle of March where you can give her a couple, give her a match or two on the way there, get her some wins over she's fighting Julia Hart. So that's part of Tekla's group. Maybe she fights Julia Hart. Maybe she fights Sky Blue. And then we just kind of get to that as the match. That would be like Doc said, that'd be a fresh little matchup for the women's title.
Is Stat actually injured, or were they just using that as?
I'm not sure.
Because the strap match is the blow off match. I mean, you could go one more if you want to go Stat and Tekla, or you could just, like you said, Thunder Rosa would be a great move. There's plenty of women right now in the women's division that could stake claim to being the number one contender for the AEW. But if you're going to do Thunder Rosa, why the hell not? Like, I'm never going to say no to that. So
yeah, right. That would be a good way to go, I feel like.
And it would be a big win for Tekla if you wanted to give her, like, hey, former AEW Women's Champion, win under her belt at Revolution, big pay-per-view. You could really establish her there if you wanted to do that. We'll see.
Wouldn't hate it.
How long do we think Tekla's going to hold that thing? And I don't mean any disrespect to her because she's fantastic, but the women's division is as strong as it's ever been.
I don't say because Statlander's reign wasn't all that long.
No, yeah, she only had it for about a month and a half, maybe 2, or maybe not even.
I think she might have had it closer to 3. I'll look at it.
Yeah. No, she beat Tony, she beat Mercedes, she beat Jamie Hayter.
Okay, yeah. So
she had at least had it for 3 pay-per-views.
The summer.
Yeah.
The winter.
Yeah, she won it all out in September.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. No, she had it longer than I thought.
She held it for a good 4 months, 5 months, something like that.
So Double or Nothing's in May.
Yeah.
Tekla hold it till then?
Yeah, I think Tekla would win and retain probably that match. Yeah, I don't think Thunder Rosa would win that match if that's what it ends up being. I would think Tekla would retain. I think it would be a brutal match. Like, they could do a lot because Thunder Rosa has been in some of the more violent matches in AEW history. I think there's, they could have it be some whatever match they want it to be, but I think Tekla would retain that. But I don't know who, to me, I feel like Willow. I agree with you, Pluggo. I thought Megabad, I picked them to win the tag titles at Grand Slam. I thought that's what was going to happen. That didn't happen. Willow's still the TBS champion as well. I feel like Willow should be heading towards the world championship, personally.
Well, maybe what you do then is you get Penelope and Lena Cross.
Yeah.
Have them win the tag titles and then have Megan take that TBS title, and then that frees up Willow to go to the main event.
Yeah, and then that group can kind of be like, we have all the, we have the tag and we have this. They all have gold, and you can like really solidify that group. Yeah. And then Willow is heading towards, whoever it's going to be, whether they run Stat and her back down the line or it's Tekla or whatever. Because I feel like Willow, it's time. It's time for Willow to kind of be heading that way.
Yeah.
She's one of the most organically over people they have.
Yes. 100% agree. I think she is the most organically. Like, you make the argument for Hangman, obviously. But like, I think Willow is the best pure babyface in the whole company.
And Hangman has that benefit of like, he's part of the elite, quote unquote, like
Yes.
He came in early. He's buddies with all those top guys. Willow came in later in AEW and worked her way up. Like, she just got popular and they capitalized on it, which is great.
Speaking of Hangman, did he confuse the hell out of anybody else last night or just me?
I was a little confused, but so
I was super confused by that whole interaction between him and MJF. I thought
he flubbed an important line.
Yeah, because I was like, am I sleep deprived, or did he just name a stipulation? But MJ, I was like, wait a minute, somebody make it make sense.
At first I was like, he said that MJF's going to pick a stipulation, he's going to pick a stipulation, and the crowd is going to decide which stipulation it's going to be. And then Max said no. Mm-hmm. And then he said, okay, well, how about if I lose, he did the Cody. If I lose, I can never challenge for the title again. But then it seemed like at the end,
then Max
will have final decision of the stipulation.
But then he yelled, "It's Texas Death," and it's like, wait.
But why would Max ever agree? Why would Max's character, if Max has the decision why would he ever agree to that?
Doc, you're smarter than me. Make it make sense.
Well, I think the incentive is I will put my future title shots on the line only if you agree to the Texas Death Match. Mm. I think that's what he was going for.
Okay.
So it was like, MJF, you just want a regular match, fine, then it's just a regular match. But if we do my stipulation and you win, then I'll never challenge again, which
yeah. Which is a weird.
They wrote themselves into a corner now.
Because now Hangman has to win.
And then Max goes, well, I'll think about it and I'll let you know my decision next week. And it's like,
they should have had him just say that he can never challenge
MJF
again.
Yeah. Yes, that's what it should have been.
Because we've seen that in WWE many times over the years, and then as soon as there's a new champion, that person is free to challenge again.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it should have been. But he says just plainly, "I'll never challenge for the championship again." And I'm sorry, it was a bad decision when they did it with Cody. It would be an even worse decision if they had Hangman lose under that stipulation.
Could you imagine living in a world where Hangman Page never holds the AEW title again? Yeah, Spencer said it was poorly booked. Yeah, I was like, I love those two together. I think Hangman and MJF's going to be a banger of a match. I love the back and forth, but last night I'm sitting there like, they got too fancy or they said the wrong things. They just went with it because none of that made sense. Why wouldn't MJF just go, okay, you want a Texas Death Match, but I don't want that, so I'm going to think about what I want.
Yeah.
And then I'll see you next week. And then why wouldn't Hangman wait till next week then to be like, he jumped the gun on it. I'm like, all right, well, because unless MJF's got some movies coming out and he can lose at Revolution, but he just got that damn thing.
But I think what we saw at the end of the night last night, I think this is all leading to that we're going to get Swerve and Hangman again for the world title. I feel like that's where we're going.
Maybe
I wouldn't,
double with the international title. Or the
maybe at Double or Nothing in New York City, the main event is going to be Hangman and Swerve for the title with bad guy Swerve going back after, because again, I just feel like if somehow MJF agrees to this stipulation strictly because he doesn't want Hangman to ever be world champion again, Hangman's not losing then. Hangman's going to win that match, which is fine. I have no problem with Hangman being the champion. I like Hangman. But then you would have bad guy Swerve would be, all right, we're going back to this.
Now, let's get creative. Is there any creative way to get out of this where MJF wins? And that there's no, because AEW fans will be like, you said never again, and here you are, figuring out a loophole to make it happen. So they got to stick to that unless they got some super creative way to get out of it. Yeah, but I don't know what that is.
Spencer's in the chat saying there hasn't been a world championship reign that's been great since Danielson. He says Moxley's was bad. Hangman's moment at All In was great, but the reign wasn't good. Samoa Joe, same difference, and Max's has been good so far, but it will be way too short if he loses. I don't think he's wrong.
See, I've had a complaint with AEW in the past where some title reigns just go on for too long. Yeah. So I wouldn't mind a short reign here or there. Mm-hmm. Especially with somebody like Max, who already had one really good reign with the title. Like, it's not like you're robbing a first-time champion of a long title reign if you do it that way.
Yeah.
Plus, and I'm assuming we're going to get Texas Death out of this. I think Max is going to get goaded into a Texas Death match. A lot could happen where, he could lose this thing and it be, some kind of shenanigans or something crazy goes down. You know what I mean? So, but at least he'll get the challenge again. He can win it back. And then
yeah.
I just don't know why I don't know what they were thinking last night. I was just like, we don't want that. We didn't want it with Cody. I don't generally like that stipulation with anybody because it's like, why
you put yourself in a corner?
Why put yourself in that box where you can't get out of it unless you decide to just then go back on your word?
I guess the other option is you book a spot that neither of them can continue, and then technically Hangman doesn't lose. So,
but then you get into the Seth Rollins Fiend Hell in the Cell territory.
Or is it one of those? Like, let's just say it's one of those things where. Main event last night, Swerve turns mega heel again. Kenny Omega is not going to be fighting at Revolution because, I'm Pluggo. We talked a little bit before the show started. I thought the same thing as you. I thought, this is starting a little mini feud and they'll fight again at Revolution. Well, Kenny's not fighting at Revolution. So I don't really know what Swerve does at Revolution right now. Does Swerve make sure that the championship match ends in bullshit, and then we get a triple threat at Dynasty with these three guys, maybe?
Yes.
And you do that because what's now if so Kenny's out, he's got prior obligations. He's not going to be. What is Swerve doing? Yeah, you can. There's enough time to set up a match with anybody, but like, what is Swerve doing at Revolution now? Because it was clear that it was looking like it was going to be Kenny. I don't know what he does.
Yeah. I mean, if he Swerve screws Hangman, then MJF retains, and then you have that. You burnt my house down. Now I made sure you can never challenge.
But if that happens, then okay.
But if that happens, then your match is out the window. Yeah,
you have to somehow. Hangman can't have that. He can't. I'm sorry, Hangman. It can't happen to Hangman. It can't. I don't know.
Like I said, there's plenty of other belts in AEW that are just as good.
But none of them are the world championship. And that guy he's called the main character for a reason. There's no way.
Are you telling me main characters can't win TNT championships?
He can. And he doesn't always have to fight for the world championship.
But they
know that he never can again, that's the death of the character.
Yeah.
It's the death of the character.
We gotta Tony Khan's got to step in at some point and be like, "Hey, man, no."
He wrote the shit.
No, I know, but in storyline, I'm telling you, he's gonna be like, "No, I'm not booking that." Sorry.
He writes it and he goes, "Ooh, that didn't hit. Let me come out in character and
He just comes out and he goes, "Listen, Hangman, I got to save you from yourself."
Yeah.
As a businessman, I'm not.
Damn, we made a mistake. We did get some, looks like a couple good matches that might be coming. Well, one of them is going to be at Revolution. It's going to be no time limit because we had a time limit draw at Grand Slam between Moxley and Takeshita. So we are getting a rematch with Moxley and Takeshita. No time limit, which should be wonderful.
Hell yeah.
And then the Death Riders also challenged the Callis family to like a multi-man kind of brawl type, which was accepted by Josh Alexander.
In the freakiest way ever. His eyes were popping out of his head.
Yeah, that was creepy.
We just stared at that camera. We have another
we have another guest.
Bring him in.
I literally just wanted to congratulate you guys on
wow.
a fabulous 250 episodes. That's it. That's
thank
all.
you.
Thank
Don't
you.
want to
Appreciate
interrupt
it.
the flow. Love you guys. Have a great show.
All right.
We love
Thanks,
you.
Lord. Appreciate
Hi,
you.
buddy.
Thanks
Yeah.
for saying that. Appreciate you, man.
What do you think of that stipulation last night? He's gone. I was
Gone.
going to
That
ask
it.
you what he
That's
thought. He's
literally all he
gone.
wanted to do. That's literally all he wanted to do.
Hey, he's the man. Boris is the man. He does the AEW Dynamite watch-alongs every Wednesday on this very channel, and he's
Sure
Saturday
does.
Night Love every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Yes,
No.
it's their
Yes,
mountain.
10 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern. No.
Yeah, Eastern.
It's 10 p.m. his time. What does
Nope.
he do it at 8 now? He does it at
It's
8 his time now?
8 his time, 10 ours. Yeah.
Because it used to be midnight our time. It was
I know.
late. It was late.
Late.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got some stuff cooking for Revolution.
Listen, Revolution the last few years has been arguably their best pay-per-view of the year. Both those years.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the Brawling Birds, Doc?
Oh, I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Jamie Hayter. I've become a fan of Alex Windsor. And like, obviously people are going to draw parallels to the Brawling Brutes. You got two Europeans out there beating the crap out of each other. I'm just glad that they didn't go with the same type of storyline to put them together. Otherwise, then it would have felt too derivative.
Yeah.
But I mean, I give AEW credit. They're working this tag team division and trying to make it a thing, which is more than I can say for the trios division at any given time.
Right.
Yeah. Like I think Hangman genuinely forgets that he's a trios champion sometimes.
You know who doesn't forget he's a trios champion? Speedball at Night. They're always talking about him, but he's never there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's off, challenging for world titles. Yeah, I think it's a good tag team. There's plenty of women's tag teams established, and I think it's the right move to put them together if you're not going to have them do anything else. I did say off air to JPJ, I did think that the match, I mean, it wasn't the best match I think I've seen out of the two of them, but I like the idea of them being together, and I think that they'll gel and they'll figure I think they were figuring some stuff out yesterday. And I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. It just wasn't the cleanest thing. But I think they were trying some things that maybe more like, what you do repetition-wise is going to look good. And then, of course, Viva Van and Becca aren't exactly, they were kind of thrown together. So
yeah.
I think there's more to be had with them. But that would be like Willow and Harley versus the Brawling Birds. Why not, dude? That'd be great.
I'm a sucker for a tag team that actually coordinates their gear, so I was a big fan of seeing them come out looking like an actual team.
Windsor's gear was great.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome. So, it's not awesome. Kidnapping. Darby, what the
every week.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah. Poor Clark Connors.
We're just kidnapping people now? Like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, eye for an eye. They kidnapped him like a couple of weeks ago and dragged him behind a car.
It's true.
It's true. But
it's true.
I'm not trying. I'm not thinking about that. Okay, I'm thinking about.
It looked
thinking
like
about the crime that happened this week, not last week's crime.
I'm not. What was that famous line from the baseball steroid? I'm not here to talk about the past.
I'm not here to talk about the past.
I'm only here to talk about the past. So I'm not here to talk about what happened to him. An eye for an eye, Darby. You're supposed to be better than that, my man.
Yeah, I'm not here to talk about the past. I look like Ishii really popped his hamstring in that match. Towards the end there, I know he's really good, obviously, at selling and stuff, but towards the end of that match and even after the match, it looked like he might have tore or popped his hamstring. So I hope he's all right. He looked like he was not having a good time.
There was a moment when he landed kind of funny, and I was like, "Ooh, his leg."
Yeah, and he was grabbing it, and he finished the match. He fell over at one point when it looked like I think it was Kid that was going for a clothesline. And he fell over, and it looked like it wasn't supposed to be a spot for that to happen. And then he got up and he kind of got his wind with him, but he was grabbing his leg behind the back of his leg where you'd be grabbing if you messed up your hamstring. He was grabbing it the whole time. And then they somehow get the victory, and he gets the victory. And then right after, he just stayed on the ground grabbing his hamstring. And then
I'm good. I'm good. You guys
Orange Cassidy had to go over there and like check on him, and the ref and him had to help him. It looked like it might have legitimately been a little banged up. So hopefully not.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if it is anything, hopefully it's just like a pulled muscle or something that won't take him 6 months to heal.
Yeah, exactly. But just another real solid show. We had 2 women's matches on the show, and I know one of them was a glorified squash with the Brawling Birds, but still, like 2 women's matches on the show feels like that should be the standard at minimum for a Dynamite. And I thought last night was just another great episode. And like you said, we didn't even talk about Grand Slam, and that happened on Saturday, which was a great. I was a little disappointed.
Valentine's Day.
It was, yes. A little disappointed, and there was no title changes. I thought, like I said, I thought Mega Bad, and I also thought Takeshita. But they did the time limit thing, which is leading to another match, which is fine. But I thought Mega Bad for sure would have won the titles there. So a little disappointed that there was no title changes, but it was a fun show. All those matches were great.
Well, AEW likes letting people win in their hometowns and countries, so Harley winning in Australia doesn't surprise me.
No.
Yeah, it's fair. But yeah, that was really, really. I was also surprised. I really like stuck my foot in the ground. I thought for sure that Buddy Matthews was going to return and screw Brody King. That was my thing that I was banking on.
Ooh, I mean,
that's what I wanted so badly. I was like, no way MJF beats him clean. No way. And I was like, in Australia, he's been gone forever. If he comes back, he screws Brody. Oh.
I wonder where he is in his recovery, because he was out with a bad one.
Yeah. Very obviously not the same injury, but how long he's been out for an ankle injury that like usually doesn't keep. And then you look at like Bianca Belair with the finger, like she just had surgery on Monday. She's been out since last year's WrestleMania. That's crazy.
That is like, of all the things to put you on the shelf that long, just
a broken finger. Yeah, a broken finger.
Maybe she's in the box.
I don't think so. I think she's going to be out through Mania. I don't think she's coming back at all.
Yeah, that one's perplexing. And then the Buddy thing, maybe, like, I know AEW too has a tendency, even when people come off injury, like if they don't really have anything and hot shotting him screwing Brody, then you have to maybe keep that going a little bit. So maybe they just don't have anything for him right now, and they're like, we're gonna wait till that we can give you something, because you have to. If he screws Brody, then we got to get the Brody King, Buddy Matthews match, and we got to get Brody's got to get another shot at MJF because he got screwed. And I think they want to go. Obviously, they're going a different direction with Hangman, so maybe they were just like, I don't know if it's worth it. It would have been cool though. It would have been real cool. But I actually got to sit and watch Grand Slam live on Valentine's Day. It was nice. We did everything early.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I got lucky. Everything worked out. I was like, I'm home in time.
Yeah, I had to. I watched it the next morning. But yeah, no, it was a great time.
By 8 o'clock on Valentine's Day, Mrs. Pluggo was sick of me. She was like, "Get out of my face."
Listen.
Like, get out of here. Go watch your wrestling.
Now, did this happen for everybody? They did the segment with FTR. FTR and Stokely come out. The commentators are playing it off like, "Oh, this isn't on the script. This is out of nowhere," kind of thing. And Dash is talking about the Bucks, saying, "Hey, in 2016, they were the best tag team in the world, and blah blah blah, and now we are, and they can't handle it." And he's kind of leaning in there, and then Stokely starts talking, and Stokely was magnificent here, but he starts talking, and he's cutting promos on the Bucks themselves. He's cutting promos on their mother, their father. He starts talking trash about their kids, and all this stuff. And the Young Bucks appear from out of the crowd. They take out FTR with some super kicks, and then Stokely slowly turns the chair around to see the Bucks, and then he's trying to like, oh no, he's trying to smooth everything out. No. My feed, I never saw him got kicked. He was sitting in the chair at 1 second, and then the next second he was on the ground. I didn't see the kick.
Hey, AEW draws the line at kick and handicap people.
I was like, did the channel say we're not showing that? We're not showing him kick?
Did you watch it? Did you watch it on HBO or did you watch it?
I did, and I actually had the same problem, and I kind of thought it was just a me thing.
Yeah.
No, I think they didn't show it. I don't know if I don't know anything. I don't know if it was a decision not to show it by Warner. I wouldn't be, but they didn't show. I was like, did they not? You edited out a guy that's not really in a wheelchair getting kicked in a wheelchair, but you'll show us,
Swerve trying to hang a man.
Literally. Literally.
Sure.
What?
We got to draw the line somewhere.
But
attempted murder is fine as long as the person isn't in a wheelchair.
I sometimes have to set the line just so I know that I have a line. That's where they were like,
I couldn't believe it.
You can't have both. Maybe they went to Tony and they're like, you can't have both. You can have kick the handicap guy or hang the guy. He's like, I'll hang Kenny Omega, that EVP. Maybe there was some office beef, and Kenny's like, you're getting hung tonight, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. I do that. The Bucks and FTR there. That's going to be a good one. And then with Stokely in the mix now, it's even better because man, that guy he's not missing right now. Oof.
Yeah, it was tremendous. And Stokely, he's so good in a way that he uses, like he
should come out in Iron Lung on Wednesday.
He just uses phrases that are very topical to what's going on in the world, but he does it in a way that brings humor. Like he called the Young Bucks kids domestic terrorists, and that's obviously a very but like I just like it made me laugh, and I wouldn't necessarily laugh at that at all. So like he's just really good, and it's a great signing for them, and he's just tremendous at everything he does. And then the last thing we got to talk about is your boy Pluggo. Hook is looking for new people in the ops. Samoa Joe's injured. Obviously, Powerhouse Hobbs ain't around anymore. Shibata's in Japan. He's looking for recruits.
Yeah, the ops.
For the ops.
Apparently, he's the domestic recruiter and Shibata's the international recruiter.
That's what he said.
Head scout Hook.
So does that mean that Shibata comes back with another Japanese wrestler, perhaps, to join the group, and then
Maybe.
Hook gets somebody from over here?
I mean,
kind of go that route.
Could we hear me out? Could we just disband the ops at this point?
I mean, I think we could. Can I throw
like,
a few?
I love Hook. You know how I feel about Hook,
Yeah.
but I'm not really the biggest. I mean, the ops are cool, but the ops were cool because of like
Powerhouse Hobbs and Samoa
Joe and like Shibata, Hook, and Joe. When he comes back, that'll be cool. But like, it's not going to be the same. And
was Hook reading off cue cards? That was such a weird promo, even for him.
And not only that, it was a weird promo because it felt like he was reading it off, but he like the aura of his like being cool. He was like, I got recruited by, it was just like this. It wasn't him. It wasn't a Hook promo. It was generic. It was him sitting down and just I didn't like it. I didn't love it for Hook. Because what makes Hook is that cool, mysterious. He doesn't say a lot. He doesn't take leadership roles because he's just like, kind of like whatever,
Yeah.
I'm just here to kick ass. And
there's two people I'd like to see in the ops if they are going to expand the group.
All right. Yeah, because I have a couple names too, so I'll go after you.
Somebody who's been criminally underused since signing an AEW contract, Josh Woods.
Okay.
Get him out of ROH purgatory.
Yeah.
And let him just be that like mean grappler that he is. Like he's such a good performer, and it feels like he's being wasted right now. Also, another guy from ROH. I know he's part of Shane Taylor Promotions, but Lee Moriarty, man, got to do something with that kid. He is way too talented to be keeping him off TV.
Those are two good shots. I had Brian Keith came to mind.
I like Brian Keith.
Pretty quick for me, but yeah, I like yours, BR. That's
my
good.
guys are out of the box. They just were signed to AEW. I envision the ops becoming kind of like a group of young guns, maybe. What about Jordan Oliver and Alec Price?
That could be interesting. A lot of people in AEW a lot of AEW fans probably don't know much about them, so you can kind of build them however you want right now.
Yeah, and I know they kind of run off the kind of crazy, like, you know, they have kind of like a babyface heel vibe, kind of with the characters they play as a team. But I think of them with Hook as like this young, trying to prove something, like that type of vibe. I don't know. They, for some reason, even though they would, you know, I don't know, they just sprung to mind for me.
It just, but Hook's got to lead this thing.
That's what the way there seems like they're going to be doing it.
We'll see. Like he's yet to, like, I don't know, man.
I wouldn't hate like if Hook was the leader, but like Shabbat, like whenever Hook was doing stuff, that was like, you know, like have Hook be like that silent assassin, but he kind of loses it every so often. And when he loses it, Shibata kind of like whispers in his ear, and then Hook gets calm again.
See, I liked when they had Joe mentoring him.
Yes.
Like it felt like they were going to do something similar there.
Yeah. Eventually I would love them to go back to that whenever Joe hopefully is healthy and comes back sooner than later. But if he's going to be out for an extended period of time where they're doing this, where Hook's going to be the guy, that tells me that Joe might not be coming back for a little bit here.
Plus, they got to do Twisted Metal season 3 eventually.
Exactly. So maybe Joe's out for an extended period of time here, unfortunately, and Hook is going to be that guy. If Shibata kind of slid to that mentor deal and like kept Hook at peace whenever Hook was ready to boil over, I feel like that would be a good vibe, especially if Shibata does he brings a young boy, or he brings a young up and comer from Japan back with them, and they have like these two Japanese guys with the tag team and Hook. I feel like that could be, all right.
That to me is an opportunity to like go try something different, and then you could revisit the ops when Samoa Joe came back. Hey, like, I'm back. Let's get the band back together. But while you were gone, we were doing this and see if it hits. Because we'll see. We'll see. I'll give it a chance. But they
wouldn't hate a lady being in the ops either if they wanted to go that route. I don't know who would. I'd have to think about who would fit the vibe. But I would not hate. You know, you mentioned Lee Moriarty. Trisha Dora is someone I would love if they were. You know, or Queen Aminata if she was healthy. Like, I think there's a cool way to
who's the big powerhouse that just showed up in Ring of Honor.
I don't keep up with Ring of Honor as much, unfortunately.
Yeah, they kind of program us. They're on right now, probably.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they had somebody debut a while back, and she's huge.
She's tall. Yeah, I know. She's super tall. She can't. What's her name? Somebody in the chat, help us out. Where's our encyclopedia? But she is tall. Very tall.
Ring of Honor, you say?
Yeah, I think she came out with, I don't know why I'm thinking about the Premier Athletes.
Oh my God, you might be right.
In that whole group, because like she would be like a freak of nature athlete. God, yeah, that's my vibe. But yeah, there you go. Or Hook, just go back to the bat signal, dude, and eat your Doritos.
She did enjoy the Premier Athletes. You were right.
Oh, look at me.
Let's see. They're not saying her name.
She's just that good. She doesn't have a name. She's that talented.
Stormy Denali?
Yeah, Stormy Denali.
Stormy Denali.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Yeah, she's 6'3". She was a volleyball player. She was a volleyball player at Ohio State.
So she's going to tower over Hook.
She's gonna tower. Even like, think about this: Megan Bain is 5'11", so she would
Lena
even
Cross
tower
was taller
over
than Megan.
Yeah, and this woman would be even taller than all of them, 6'3".
Could you just see Hook being like, "Listen here, you need to op up." Yeah, ops don't operate like that. She's just like,
well, she would just be standing behind Hook, literally looking down on him, just like,
I can't believe this guy's over here talking to me about ruffles.
Yeah.
I love Hook. I look at these.
Are you saying that he doesn't have the chops to be the leader of the ops? Yeah?
Has he shown those? I mean, this is an opportunity for him to show them. But up until this point, when they have let him cut longer promos, they just never seem to hit when he is like succinct and quick and just keeps to his cool aura, that works for him. But when he goes long form like he did last night, it just misses a little bit. But maybe this is their going, hey, here's your chance to work on it, which is fine. But I'm only calling like I see it. I haven't seen him show me that he could lead a group where I go, because he's always been the second fiddle, third fiddle part of the mysterious part of the group, not. So we'll see. I mean, it's possible. Listen, if anybody wants him to be successful, it's me. And maybe Taz, but,
here's an outside the box pick. Get Billy Starks away from Athena if you're not going to put the damn ROH title on her, and let her do some stuff with the ops. Like,
there you go.
Let her develop an edge. And I don't know.
Like
I honestly feel like they signed Nick Wayne and Billy Starks around the same time. Mm-hmm. They're like, look, we have these two prodigies. They're still teenagers, and we're going to mold them into the future. And then they strapped the rocket to Nick Wayne, but Billy has just been in this repetitive loop with Athena this whole time in ROH, and I don't get it.
Yeah, and when Billy plays a heel, when she's doing heel stuff on the indies, it's pretty good. If you could just mold, like you said, mold her into that, that could be fun.
Because Billy is not a small girl. She's tall and has some muscle to her. She can bully some other women.
Agreed. I love Billy Starks. Billy Starks, we talk about the 250 episodes. We interviewed her here. She was with us for a whole episode early back in the day here.
Back in the Billy day. Starks. That was an old school. That was old graphics and everything, man.
It was.
But that's I don't know. Yeah, because the minion in training thing, like I think how long's that minion in training? She should be trained. How long is this training program?
And again, like Athena has this terrific range. She's been incredible. I still think the second time that they fought, Billy should have beat her for the fucking title. I don't know why they didn't do that. And I still feel like Billy should be the person who beats her for the title. But I don't understand why the second time they fought, I think it was Super Card of Honor, but the second time they fought, Billy should have absolutely ended the streak then.
And that was like a year ago.
Yes, that was a while ago. And I don't know why. I think it is because she's still the Ring of Honor champion. But, like, we got that sprinkle of Athena on AEW last summer, or like summer, fall, early year, like where she was there kind of frequently.
Doing stuff with Mercedes.
Yes. And then it's kind of been back to she's never, like, she needs to be on AEW television on a weekly. She needs to be. She's
in the best shape of her life. She's doing the best work of her career.
Yes, like, you got to do it. You got to do it.
As much as I like what Ring of Honor used to be, it's now AEW's NXT. There's no other way to look at it. So it does feel like the island of misfit toys sometimes. Like, you have all these people down there that make sense, where it's like, okay, that the Von Erichs aren't built up enough or good enough to be on the AEW tag title scene. Mm-hmm. But they have all these amazing people like Lee Moriarty and Billy Starks and Athena, who really just, I know they're holding down the brand and whatever, but like, it just feels like they're being wasted. It's time wasted.
Yeah, I don't know. And they're doing a lot of good things with the women over in AEW too. They've significantly built up their tag team roster. We didn't even mention it, but the Inspiration signed. They announced over the weekend at the house show that they are signed with AEW. Yeah. That's a good act. That's a good, stable women's tag team that has a history. That you're adding them in. You got the Megan Bain group now with Lena Cross and Penelope. You got the Brawling Birds who just debuted. Like, you're building up your women's tag division and your women's division in general. And then I just look over there and I go, all right, like Athena and Billy Starks are those are guaranteed stars for you whenever you want them on your TV show. And I'm cool with them hanging out in Ring of Honor and building that up. But like Athena, again, you said wasted time, and you're not wrong, but like, I feel like Athena is in her prime, like all those things you meant. Like, we need to be watching her in her prime.
Yeah, nobody's watching. Not nobody, but like you're missing out because like you said, you got to pay for ROH, and it's just one of those things where you're kind of like, and the Forever Champ is cool, but that's not the point of this current iteration of ROH. It should be like, okay, she's established that belt again. It's going to mean something. We take it off her, and we're going to keep building people, but they just won't pull the trigger on it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they are afraid. And you have plenty of talent too on the main AEW side of things, where you could have them go into ROH and have some programs, and you have that as well. I don't know. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, give Nyla Rose literally anything.
Yeah, literally. There you go.
Literally anything.
Perfect. Yeah. Nyla, Rio, just like you got these.
Where's Hikaru Shida? Where's she been?
Visa issues.
Oh, is that visa? Okay. Well, that's another one. But yeah, Nyla Rose, like, what the hell? She was the monster of the division the first 2 years.
It's been well over a year since she's had a television match on AEW.
Yeah.
But she's been doing indie stuff this whole time. She was holding a title from an indie promotion for a while. She may still have it. I don't remember.
And up until recently, they had Mercedes Martinez in the fold. Like, they didn't do anything with her.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me started on Britt Baker.
Yeah.
Well, there's you have all these options.
I legitimately forget that Britt Baker is employed there until somebody mentions her.
Yeah. And every time she's mentioned, they say, "Oh, she's gonna come back at some point. She's still here." Oh, well, all right.
I saw her somewhere this week where she was on like some kind of red carpet. Somebody's like, "Are you retired?" She's like, "No."
All right.
It's that bad. But that's what I mean. You have these options where you could supplement losing Athena or putting Athena into a different program and getting, because that's also part of it too, is it works twofold. Is Athena is your forever champ in ROH. She's held it for 1,000 days. People are going, it's because they don't have anybody else worth beating her. Does this title even matter? It's just the ROH. You start to have that conversation too, because it's not a prominent fixture on your weekly television on your main shows. So
yeah,
it needs to be timed. You got Deonna Purrazzo down there. I think she's the ROH. The pure. Yeah.
Is Red Velvet still the TV champ?
Yeah, I believe Red Velvet is still the TV champ.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got options. Just an Athena mixing it up in a weekly setting, or if you want to keep her and Billy together, which we're talking about, obviously split Billy up, that they could be a tag team if you wanted to get her. But she should be in your main title picture.
Deonna and Taya were a tag team for a while.
Yes, they were.
Thing?
No,
not a thing.
I haven't
anymore.
seen.
Deonna broke away.
Yeah, Deonna broke away when she did the pure, because they weren't doing anything with Deonna for a while, and then all of a sudden they decided to bring the women's pure title into the mix, and she won that outright. She was the first one to win it because she beat Billy at the last
in the championship. Yeah, they had a tournament.
In the tournament, last pay-per-view, and then Taya's been still doing the thing with the Maximum Male Models and Johnny Nitro, but they're just wherever, whenever.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah, you got Ty Valkyrie in the mix, who's a decorator. There's a lot.
Yeah,
of options.
look, they got a lot of options.
Did you guys watch the music video Taya made for the Christmas song last year?
I don't think I did.
Oh man, you guys, you gotta watch it
once we get over here. Yeah.
It is so bad, it's good.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go right to that once we get on.
I think it's called L.A. Christmas.
L.A. Christmas. Okay.
Oh my gosh,
I'm trying to think if I remember something about that, but not enough to now. I have to. Yeah, right. I gotta watch it.
When she released it, like nobody really talked about it or anything, and I remember going to watch it and just thinking to myself, like, it's so bad that it could go viral on the level of like Rebecca Black's Friday. Remember that whole thing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it never did, and it makes me sad because like it's genuinely so bad it's good. It's terrible.
You know what? Tomorrow is Friday. Now it's stuck in my head. Thanks.
It is.
Thanks.
Well, no, but we do want to thank you, Doug, because you have been a repeated guest over the years.
Yeah, happy 250.
Thank you. Dan, thank you for having the time to join us here. You were with us for basically a little bit over an hour here. So thank you for taking the time and joining us. And like we said, you've been one of our repeated guests that we're lucky to call a friend and, have you come on whenever you're available and hang out and chat on social media and all that stuff. So we appreciate the support that you've given us over these years too. So very happy you had the time to hop on and you were in the chat and we can make this work. So before we finish up this 250th episode, let the people know where they can follow you and where they can find your work, my friend.
All my work is at Bleacher Report, and the platform I'm most active on these days is Blue Sky, which is just Chris Mueller. I got in early during the invite days, so I was able to just get my name.
Nice. Love it. Love it.
Unlike on Twitter, where the person who has my name as their handle hasn't tweeted in 14 years.
That's what's up with. That's why I have to do the little underscore with the Pluggo, because somebody did that. They had a Pluggo 14, 15 years ago, and they've never used it. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. All right. Well, we got someone else popping backstage right here at the end. We might be getting yelled. It's been a while since we've gotten yelled at by the boss man.
Cover your ears, Doc.
Hopefully it's for good reasons, but yeah, might want to get the earplugs ready, Doc. But the boss man, Spencer Love.
Guys, it's good to see you. I'm here happy for once, for what that's worth. I admittedly didn't know if you guys were going to make episode 13 with how much Pluggo was blowing the budget, stealing money from all departments here in Love Wrestling. Alice was furious with me for a few months because we had to have a couple of sit-down conversations. But not thinking you guys were going to get to 13 and going to 250. Just wanted to say I love you guys. I am so proud that you guys are such a huge part of Love Wrestling. Chris, yourself included, my man. Good to see you as well. Hey, figuratively, I suppose. But guys, congratulations. I poke fun a lot, but this is friend Spencer talking, not boss Spencer talking. As they say in this industry, hell yeah, brothers. Congratulations on 250. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Spencer. Boss. We love you too. We wouldn't be here without you, obviously, taking the chance and having the faith in us to let us kind of be goofy and do things. So, we love you too. And thank you. We appreciate you saying those kind of words.
Y'all should be proud. There is a reason that people love you. There is a reason that you are the flagship of Love Pro Wrestling. And I'm just proud as hell to call you guys friends and have you on the channel. So that's all I wanted to hop in and say. I've been in the chat. I've made fun of AEW's booking, but now it's time to share some love.
Oh, wait.
Thank you. Thank you, boss man. Thank you, Spencer.
Boss.
We love you too, buddy.
Thank you.
There's the boss man. Well, that was nice. That's a fun way.
Somebody screen grab that, because if he'll delete the file.
He will. He'll pretend that never happened.
He'll be like, oh, episode 250 magically disappeared from StreamYard.
Yeah. Wow. That 2-minute segment is gone forever. Pluggo, do the damn thing. Let the people know where they can find us and find you.
Obviously, thanks to Doc for hanging with us. Shout out to Wheezy for the raid and everybody that popped in earlier on the Twitch thing. Very cool stuff for our 250. It was awesome. We, like Spencer said, it's crazy to think that we made it this far, because when you start something like this, you have dreams and aspirations to get here, but it takes a long time to get here. So shout out to everybody. But I'm Pluggo. You can find me on all social media platforms. You search Pluggo. You have my face pop up. You have to search Pluggo _ because whoever that bum is that we were just talking about. And then at B2Beards on all social media platforms to find out what we got going on as a show every Thursday night, 8 p.m. here on Love Wrestling CA on the YouTube. But you want to get in on the social medias, because you never know what we got coming up and what's going on over the summer. And then, Saturday, I will be here talking about LPW 45 with Blair Pacheco for 4 Exposure, a fistful of tights. We're going to preview LPW 45 Saturday at 4 p.m. That's pretty much everything I got going on right now.
Hell yeah. You can follow me, JPJ Loves Gaming, on all social media platforms. He just told you where you can find me every Thursday night right here for the flagship on Love Wrestling. Wednesday nights after AEW Dynamite, you can find me on bodyslam.net with Jose on the air doing Dynamite Up as we review the show. And every Sunday afternoon at noon Eastern, you can find me over on Fightful Overbooked with our pal Auntie Collins doing Coast to Coast, where we talk pro wrestling, we talk reality TV, we talk a little bit of all over the place there. So you can find me there. But just follow me, JPJ Loves Gaming, and you can see where I'm at throughout the weeks. Doc, once again, thank you for popping in. We appreciate you greatly, my friend. Thank you to everybody in the chat who's been with us since episode 1 or who has come along throughout the journey. We appreciate you all. And yeah, you know the drill.
We're on to 251, baby.
We're on to 251. But y'all know the drill. Say hi to Sue. We'll see you next time. Peace out.
Hey there, Pluggo and JPJ. It's Trent's mom, Sue, and I have a bone to pick with you. So, I understand that you guys are being real idiots and spending your entire monthly budget. You've got to be kidding me. This is not the way to be when you're trying to run a business. Your boss, Spencer, is really pissed off at you. I'm pissed off at you. You have some nerve. Get a grip. You have to control yourself. You can't just go out and spend all the money that you're making, you two beards guys. Oh no, this is coming out so stupid. Anyway, behave yourselves, or I'm gonna cut you off from watching AEW. You're no longer gonna get to know, be able to meet my son. What? Or me. I'm sorry, this is like, I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much for being fans. Watch yourselves, knock it off.